Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Quavo and the Migos, man. Now, this is all rumor. This is straight from social media, but hopefully it's not true, man, because there's a rumor out there that Quavo and the Migos had to put the A-Town stomp down on somebody who was talking reckless, they feel, man. Now, that somebody was none other than Justin Laboy. Now, Justin Laboy is an interesting character in hip-hop, and he's played a large part in this story of Quavo breaking up with his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend at this point, Saweetie. Even though he was not the cause of the breakup directly, the interview made it seem like the interview had something to do with their breakup, even though they both came out to say that they had issues outside of that interview that were already going on. Now, for some reason, a lot of people were blaming Justin Laboy. Even when he went to the Breakfast Club, they were asking him about this situation. Now, all of this seemed to come to a head allegedly in the A, I guess. I mean, that's what they're saying on social media. But, man, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got all that out of the way, man, let's talk about this Justin Laboy and the Migos, a.k.a. Quavo situation. Now, for those of you who've been asleep or living under a rock, Quavo broke up with his girlfriend, Saweetie. Now, Saweetie is a very attractive young lady and a burgeoning rap star on her own. Now, her music is definitely got its own unique style, or, man, it sounds like, she's got her own lane. We'll say that. Now, Quavo is 1/3 of the super group Migos, man. Now, the Migos, they're the biggest rap group in hip-hop, and, man, there ain't no replacing them. It looks like they're on their way to dropping Culture 3, and it's going to be, it's said to be, man, an improvement from the last joint. Now, with all that being said, why did we come here? How did we get to this point? Well, it looks like Quavo and the Migos allegedly ran into Justin Laboy after that infamous interview where he asked Saweetie all those questions about different type of situations that her and her man could partake in. And the whole thing ended up embarrassing the heck out of Quavo. I'm going to keep it real. Quavo came out from this situation looking like two different things, man. Looking like a real simp and looking really, really sad, man. It felt like Quavo was going out bad, man. Because, number one, him and the girl broke up right after that, right? Then, number two, that video was going everywhere. So you would wonder, man, why in the world would they be mad at the interviewer from this video, man? It seems like the interview just took a life of its own due to the fact that they broke up. And, it would, if they didn't break up, the interview wouldn't even went viral like that, I doubt. But since those two things happened, man, it seems like they needed someone to blame. And Quavo needed to get some of that frustration up off his chest because everybody been talking down on Quavo lately, man. Because he came out of that situation looking crazy, man. I mean, it looked like Saweetie just was, man, it looked bad, man. I'll say that, man. It just looked real bad. Especially when, you have a persona like the Migos have, and, you're really a really talented rapper out here, man. I think Quavo had some of the best tracks I could think of last year with Pop Smoke on Pop Smoke's album, man. Them meeting up and doing things, that was dope, man. Then what he did for Bobby Smurder, that was dope, man. Maybe it's the universe telling us that, hey, man, Quavo's getting too many W's. We need to throw him a really big L. Because, man, on that whole relationship with Saweetie, that was a big L, man. It almost makes you want to think, like, what was he thinking? But then you look at Saweetie and you think, yeah, man, I know what he was thinking. You know what I mean? It make perfect sense now. But, man, all's well in love and war, right? Well, Justin Laboy gets thrown into this just because he's the interviewer. And everybody is saying on social media that the Migos seen him in the A. Now, people will be like, isn't Justin Laboy from Brooklyn? Now, okay, let's give an introduction. Now, Justin Laboy he's from Brooklyn, man. He's an ex-professional basketball player. And I'm going to get to that point, and that's why I don't believe this. He's an ex-professional basketball player, right? And he got famous for doing the whole demon time thing on I can't even say the website because you know how that goes. But, one of those websites where you pay to see people, where you can't see them on other social media sites. I'll say that. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Justin Laboy and Justin Combs, which is P. Diddy's son, have their own podcast, sit-down show, or whatever you want to call it, on none other than Revolt. Of course, right? It's Diddy's network. Now, they had Saweetie on there, and she said some crazy things after they asked her some questions, but I still don't see where Quavo and them would take offense and think that Justin Laboy was to blame. But they weren't the only ones to think that, man, allegedly. Now, all of this is rumor, like I said. But Charlemagne, he asked Justin Laboy, did he feel bad about breaking up Quavo and Saweetie? And dude was like, nah, I think it was over before that. And, you know, he really didn't feel like he had played any part in their breakup. And really, when you think about it, he didn't. So if this was true, and the Migos caught him lacking in the A and put the beats on him, man, they dead wrong. Because you cannot come at the player, man. You can't do that, man. You don't go at the dude who's asking the questions because you and your girl broke up, man. Even though it seems like those questions were like way out of left field and wild. And Justin Laboy he's one of those people who, when he talks, he tries to make everything seem cool. You know, if he was talking about anything random, like I was eating a sandwich. Yeah, I was eating a sandwich. He tries to make it sound cool. And it's a little bit annoying. But dude definitely, outside of being a little bit annoying, didn't do anything wrong, man. It seems like if Quavo and the Migos really threw the beats on him, man, they dead wrong for that, to be honest, man, to be honest. Now, I don't know if any of this is true. And Justin Laboy, he was still on social media posting like not even an hour ago, talking about the A in Atlanta or whatever, and that's what got everybody thinking that maybe they did run down on him because he is in Atlanta now. He lives in Atlanta, I guess. And, you know, of course, the Migos, they live in Atlanta, and everybody live in Atlanta now. So they thought maybe they ran into each other, and that's the story people are running with. But I'm not too sure of it, man. Now, if they ever come with any official footage of the situation, I believe it. Because I've seen the Migos, man, and they ain't no super big dudes. I mean, anybody, no matter how big you are, anybody you can, you know, if enough people jump on you, ain't no reason you gonna get packed out. It doesn't matter. It's just too many people, right? And Justin Laboy is a big dude. I'm talking about like 6'4", 200 something. He's like, ever since he stopped playing basketball, he's obviously put on some pounds, and he's a good 2 something, man. At least a good 250. So I don't know if him and Quavo did the head up. I don't know about that. You know, I'm just not buying it. It's hard to believe that they gave him the beats, man. But a lot of people are running with that story. What do you guys think, man? Do you think that Quavo and the Migos said, forget this, he stepped out of bounds, so we about to go charge up on Justin Laboy? Or do you feel this is a rumor that's running wild on the social media just because some fools want to get some get back for Quavo or dig him out of this hole that it seems like he's in? That really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Oh, yeah. And if you made it to this point in the video, make sure you click that like button.